Well, people, thank you for joining me in another episode of the Fassst Lane. You know what this is, the legendary teacher, Jay Mack. Now, I don't know what happened in the last video, right? I guess because I didn't touch with the part of my finger, it wouldn't stop. But anyway, I'm back. Now, this is another dream. Excuse me. That I didn't write down the date I had it, because like I said, this was not meant to share, but I'm going to share it. Hopefully it help you spark a memory, give enlightenment, insight, and you could get your life together. Well, anyway, I just dreamed I was just walking on the street at night, red flag. And there was a long line of men on the side, scowling at me. But I smiled to myself because none of them, even though they mean mugging me, moved to do anything. Now, I got pumped up, so that's a warning flag to me. Don't get puffed up. Anyway, now, when I walked by, when I walked by, someone yelled, "Now!" And then I got shot in the back. So to me, I took that as a warning as to not get confident, cocky, and arrogant. And stay humble. And it also showed me that the beast, even when I'm beating it, if it's desperate, it's going to shoot me in the back. Which to me is good, because I shoot you in your back too. I'm shooting the beast in the back too. So I got my warning, and that'll be a warning to you. Don't get cocky and arrogant with the beast. Now, what is amazing, when I tried to wake up from the dream, I forgot it. No, I tried to get up. It was like I had a fight. It was like as if the beast was trying to, get me to forget the dream. Because remember, getting shot, like Mr. Ewan said, getting shot or hurt in the dream is like a sign of death. That was the spirit of death. I had to rebuke that too. The darkness, the man standing on the side scowling at me, I had to rebuke that. And the shot in the back. The spirit of death. Someone to lay down or stay down. Oh, I remember this dream at work. Probably around 10 o'clock because I was listening to Nino Brown. This message. I love when he does that foolishness. And he said, lay down or stay down. And my mind went back to the dream. And I'd say, oh, of course, this is why I have my rebukes on my phone, in my wallet, in my pocket. So that whenever a dream comes to mind, I can rebuke it and rebuke it properly. And I raised holy hell fire on the beast for this. Because I got shot in the dream and I forgot about it. That could have been my duff right there in real life. Because I got shot in my dream. So don't forget, whatever happens to you in the real life and you don't rebuke it, it may occur in real life. Now, Minister, you won't say for sure it will. I'll say me. He's speaking from a different vantage point than I am. Now, don't get me wrong. I take the spirit world very serious. I take it very serious. So I don't want you to think I'm not. I just don't want to say, oh, it will happen. But just make sure if something happens in the spirit world, especially pertaining to, like he said, being shot or hit with arrows or spears, and especially when it hits vital organs, oh, please rebuke that. Please. Take it seriously. I don't want be all doom and gloom. But if the spirit of death occurs in your dream, please rebuke it. Oh yeah, I think I said this before. If you wake up from a dream and you can't remember it, still rebuke it. Now, what I would do, like Minister Ewan says, I thank God if there was a dream I had and it was of God. Thank you, Lord, for the good in the dream. And I appreciate it and come into agreement with it. Thank you. If it is not of you, Lord, then I rebuke it. You can't be too sure or I hate to say lackadaisical. Anyway, take nothing for granted. Let me just say that when you're dealing with this beast. Now, I had another dream. I remember this fully. Now, I was in like this was during the day. I was like in a big plaza. Like say what you'll have like in South American countries. And I was walking from one end to the other. And this little boy came up to me and asked me to sponsor him $1. And he gave me a piece of paper to write my name on it. And I remember Minister Ewing said, be careful in the dream with people trying to get you to write your name on a piece of paper. So I told him, no, little boy, move. And I left. Now, before I get halfway across the plaza or the square or whatever you call that, I found myself in a fast food restaurant sitting down. And I'm like, well, I don't eat fast food. What am I doing here? Now, this slender girl, she was beautiful as hell and chocolate. First of all, I was sitting at the table by myself. I was trying to wonder, what am I doing here? Then the girl, she just showed up. And I was like, well, what is this? Now, alright, what happened? Alright. See, the thing happened so fast. When I asked myself, what am I doing here? I don't eat fast food. The young lady just showed up. And I'm like, well, how did she get here? She didn't walk, the door didn't open, she didn't enter, nothing. Then the little boy came to me again. Again, he just showed up. Mister, do you want to sponsor me? He gave me a pen and paper. And I told him no. And by the time I told him no, I looked forward. The lady who was sitting beside me on my left jumped on my lap and slapped her breast in my mouth. And I pushed her off me. Then, let's see, she came... Well, then she came back and she began gyrating on me and I pushed her off of me. And then I woke up and of course I rebuked that dream. The little boy trying to get me to sign my name twice. The little boy showing up like magic. The woman showing up like magic. Her jumping on me, putting her breast in my mouth and jumping on me and gyrating on me. So that is showing me that the beast was, because this was a year ago, was desperate, trying to get me to make a covenant with it. So you know what I did? That's right. You bet that right. I went on another fast. Oh, I get him up against the rope. And for the beast being so conniving, and by this time I met Minister Joshua. Minister Joshua is a fan of 12-hour fast. Like you do a 7-day, 12-hour fast. That's what I was doing. 7-day, 12-hour fast. Sundays, because it's my Sabbath, I do a 24-hour fast. I was uppercutting the beast, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you got to do. You show no mercy to this beast. Because, like I told you about the story with Bruce Lee, the beast, like Minister Ewan said, the spirits have no loyalty. They want you, your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren. And if you can't have me, you know you ain't touching my child. My grandchildren out of the question. So I'm straight serving the beast, uppercuts with brass knuckles. People, don't play with this beast. Show no mercy. Thank you for joining me in the Fassst Lane. Don't forget, live legendary.